Well, he sat behind the anchor desk at WCCO for more than 30 years before his retirement in 2010.
But due to a recent health setback, Don Shelby never made it on stage for his latest production. WCCO's Liz Collin catches up with our former colleague and friend about his latest passion project that took an unexpected turn.
This is America, a town of a few thousand in a region of wheat and corn and dairies.
And so goes the foreword to the book that changed the way the world looked at small towns a century ago.
The town is, in our tale, called Gopher Prairie, Minnesota.
Penned by Minnesota's most successful writer and novelist.
I've always been a fan of Sinclair Lewis, both as a historic figure and also because he was a hometown guy.
It was a few years ago when this guy signed on to help mark 100 years since Main Street. Set to play a journalist on stage who dreamed of interviewing Lewis, the Sauk Center legend.
The story basically evolves where the reporter not only dreams of bringing back Sinclair Lewis for an interview, but he also brings back Sinclair Lewis's two former wives.
Producer and director Jim Gamboni brought the life and loves of Sinclair Lewis to life, an original script to play out in person until the pandemic changed plans.
It was a real struggle to try to figure out what to do.
It's when the project morphed into a streaming video. Still not before more improv.
4 days before he was to start rehearsals with the rest of the group, we had to find a new actor.
On that day and for 2 weeks following, I could not speak 2 words.
Don suffered another stroke in July, 17 years after the one that took him off the anchor desk at WCCO for months.
I'm in the process now of relearning how to speak.
It can be hard to tell in short conversations, but acting was quickly ruled out.
I guess that's why it's always been a dream of mine, to get the guy in a room and find out what makes him tick.
Terry Hempelman stepped in to replace Don on stage.
In 1930, you became the first American to win the Nobel Prize in Literature.
It's a performance that they hope will attract a new generation to a local giant.
That's the first comment that people make. We didn't know he was so relevant.
In Excelsior, Liz Collin, WCCO 4 News.
Don will have surgery at Mayo Clinic next week with the hope that it will prevent him from suffering more strokes moving forward. And we will have more on that tonight at 10. To see the 80-minute production of the life and loves of Sinclair Lewis, you can find a link on WCCO.com.
I thought he looked and sounded great.
Yeah, his strength doesn't cease to amaze me. I mean, that was a lot of work. He worked hard to be able to speak like that.
I bet.
So,
well,
yeah.
Don is persistent.
Yes, he
is.
is.
And tough, so we wish you well, Don.